Okay, this is Firecrawl. This is one of these software value adds that is having the right interface layer. So the idea with Firecrawl is that you could actually start a browser and then you can connect your LLM, connect to it. So I'm going to go to another window here and I'm going to say, let's see, open up a Firecrawl session and browse the /r/local llama subreddit. So I'm typing this into an open code session which knows about Firecrawl because I've loaded it up into its context. So I've told it to do that, and it's going to launch a browser session, and then it's going to tell it what to do. So see here at this window, and you can see here it's actually oh, there we go. This is why these things are hard to do. You've been blocked by network security. Never mind, I'm going to cut this demo because Reddit really doesn't want you scraping them. It's really annoying.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty strict about that.
It's just so frustrating because they have so much good stuff there, and I don't want to read it by myself. Oh, there we go. Look, it figured out what to do with itself. So it's going to browse the local llama subreddit. But the cool thing is you kind of watch it do this in session. You get like what's called a live URL where you kind of watch the tool working. Let's see if this works. It's still a little rough around the edges, but it's been a lot easier than doing something like Puppeteer or Playwright. And I could share what it did. Let me see if I can share this window real quick. Share here, this window here. I was using it to look at the Peloton site and scrape my workout data. But it's here. So it looked at local llama, and so I could say something like click on the Nematron article and tell me about the sentiment. So it's actually going to show here. It's going to click at E119. So that is the models. This is Firecrawl's representation of the page to the LLM. And that's their value add, is like that translation layer. And so computer use is in some ways a harder problem because it has to do it not just for the web, but also for any UI you think of. It's a random thing and anything. All right, so that is Firecrawl. Let me get off of that. I think it's cool. Presenting window.
Cloudflare has been well known to combat AI bots, and they came out with some kind of an infinite labyrinth for crawlers to get lost in crawling endless loops, and kind of a honey for AI crawlers. So it's really interesting that they came out with their own crawler. You'll see some of the replies on the post next were like, you have become that which you swore to destroy from Star Wars. But it's really interesting. Single API endpoint, and you get back what you really want from websites, which is you want it in markdown format. You want that messy HTML. And people are like, okay, yeah, keep block other people from doing it and do it yourself.
This is great. But I do get that it's okay. So on our CloudFix website, like I wanted that data in the hands of LLMs, but you didn't want necessarily wasting time getting all the HTML that made it beautiful for humans, but added no value. And so you can add, markdown.txt, but you have to work with WordPress to make sure that the markdown.txt or the .dot files were working. But then Cloudflare was kind of blocking crawls, and I was like, no, I want it to be crawled. Everyone, please take it. That was part of our AI optimization strategy, was get into the training set. So the AI says use Cloudfix to save on AWS costs. So that I could see the idea of wanting your website to know how to be crawlable. And I think there was actually an interesting article on Hacker News about crawling Anna's archive, where they didn't want it to click every single link possible. They would say, hey, look, and they were trying to figure out how to tell the LLM, just download this torrent file. That's how you get our stuff. Don't crawl our site, just download this one torrent file. And so hopefully there's a way making your sites LLM friendly that crawlers will respect, and hopefully this is heading in that direction. Because if you're using Cloudflare, maybe you can make your sites /crawl compatible, I guess. This is an interesting one, and I do love all the memes.
Yeah.
This is good. Did you like that clip? Make sure to check out our latest episode. The link is in the description. Also, make sure to check out the links for our Substack, the Trilogy AI Center of Excellence. We publish articles a couple times a week on new AI tools, approaches, comparing things, and also AI news. OpenClaw, we're diving deep into that. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. We do updates several times a week with the latest AI news, tools, walkthroughs, deep dives, lots of good things. We've got the link to our Discord. Ask us questions. We're there all the time. All right, have a good one. See you on the next one.